The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Let's go.
The ticket window is open. Ticket Blitz Thursday.
On Q101.
It launches right now here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101, sponsored by our friends Duncan and IDOT. Remember, drive sober or get pulled over. It's not a game. So here's what you got. Lollapalooza tickets all 4 days. Thursday, August 3rd through Sunday, August 6th. 3 of the nights are sold out, and you can get there right now, guaranteed, from Brian and Kenzie. Text CHILI, CHILI, 1L, CHILI.
Like the group, not the weather, please. For the love of God.
Yeah, Kenzie likes to make sure she answers every text. I never asked her to do that, by the way. She took that on her own and has done the best job in the history of radio station text response. I don't care who it is. I would like to find someone. I don't care where you are, what city, what radio station in town. F that. Kenzie does the best job of getting back to anybody at 312-591-8300.
I've responded to over 1,000 texts today so far.
So just text CHILI, CHILI, because if you spell it wrong, she has to reply because she's so good at it to say, you're spelling it wrong. I want to help you out and help you win. Text CHILI to 312-591-8300 for a chance to win. You got Billie Eilish, the 1975, the Chili Peppers. They'll be on Sunday. It's all 4 days. You are there. It's almost gone, almost sold out. Like I said, 3 days are sold out. Furnished by our friends at C3 Presents. They're great people that run the whole thing down there. And again, sponsored by Duncan and IDOT. So get on it and get involved. Hope you win.
We have 25 texts already with the wrong words.
Come on. How's that possible?
I don't know.
I'm trying to be slow and clear.
You people, I think that autocorrect happens, though, on people.
Yeah.
So people are going to write the word chili, and it's going to autocorrect to the technical correct spelling. I get that.
There's a chili that's with a Y, like it's
Someone
chilly
just
outside.
wrote jelly, and I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened.
Once again, here it is. CHILI. 312-591-8300. Because we want to make sure that you win. Have a chance at it. And this is the first shot here with Ticket Blitz Thursday, Brian and Kenzie on Q101. I had something very, weird, emotional happen to me this week. And I want to hit up with the crew members and see how you handled this situation and what you have going on. And it came to the point of me and Megan are married, my wife Megan, and we have a baby Harper. Talking about, now it's time to get a will together.
Yes.
I've never had a will in my life. It's probably too long. I probably should have done that earlier. I guess that's the first part of it. Do you have a will out there? And you can chime in on this one in this conversation because I never had one. I just figured it'll get worked out. Like my brothers will get involved and my mom, and they'll just take care of everything.
That's a good idea.
Well, I have no fortune.
I'm sure your family will be left with everything. And the government won't try to take anything. It's a good call.
We don't rent. We do rent. We don't own. And I don't have this big fortune that's laying around. I do have my guitars. That's probably my most valuable thing is my guitars. And I figure someone will go figure that out for me. And getting it on paper.
Do you have no savings?
No, we have savings. I have savings, yeah.
Okay, well, there's that.
I
It'd
know.
be good for them to get.
Well, Megan's going to get that, right?
I would not leave it up to other people to make sure the correct thing happens. Go ahead and type that bad boy out.
Yeah, I just feel weird all of a sudden. I just got the kid. I just have her. And all of a sudden now I'm talking about leaving her and dying?
No.
That's what it felt like when I was having the conversation. I'm like, so I can't even enjoy this no longer?
Because this will can apply forever and ever. It's not like, well, this is a 3-year limit on this one. That's just going to be it. So if you're leaving like Harper and wifey, everything, because you put verbiage in there along the lines of like, if I pass away, everything goes to my wife. If we're both passed away, everything go to Harper. So it's in the, like you set it up. It's going to be one will unless you have another kid. Because then that kid's going to really hate Harper if you don't have a kid.
Well, that's also, how do I decide who's going to take care of Harper? Is this going to become a war of conversations? I have 3 brothers. I have, 8 nieces and nephews. And she's got a billion relatives. How are we going to figure that out? How do you decide who's going to take care of the kid if something happens? That's going to become a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? And then someone's going to be offended. And even though it probably won't happen.
How about you don't even tell them? And then if they're offended, you'll already be dead. So you're really not going to have to deal with it.
Well, I
wouldn't mention in the will what brother, like at Thanksgiving, which brother you chose if you die.
Yeah, but you know what? My family and her family, they're talkers. So the person that gets chosen is going to be bragging about that, like wearing it around their neck. They're will a copy of the will around their neck, like Flavor Flav.
I just wouldn't mention it. And then when they're all mad, It's not like you're going to hear about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to
I guess.
be busy.
You don't have one, or you do have one now?
We are actually currently working on ours. We wanted to wait till we got married because we didn't want to pay to change it once we got married. So now that we're married, we're working on ours right now.
Yeah, it's just really stressful. Robin, the paralegal, is checking in from Plainfield. Robin, ahoy.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. I guess you've seen a lot of wills there in the law office.
Yeah, I actually work on the other end of it for people who don't have estate plans, and all of their assets have to be decided by the court process.
Oh, see?
Yeah. So you've seen some big fights then over stuff.
Yeah, things, like grandma's ring or, somebody's wicker they bought at Walmart. It's awesome.
Someone fighting over a wicker chair at Walmart and a will. Wow.
Basically, so it's not just the will that you need. You also need to have powers of attorney for your health care and your property.
Okay.
Because if something happens to Megan, who do you want to make your decisions for you? Say you get in a car accident, you can't make those decisions for you.
Yeah, well,
who do you want to do that for
can you put me down?
Oh, my
please,
God.
Please.
That'd be terrible.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Why would it be so fun for you? Why is that?
That would be a blast. Put me down as your decision maker.
Good Lord.
There will be no fights within the family.
Yeah, right. You walking in there?
I want Harper, too. She's adorable.
Oh, great.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
So basically, you're deciding who's taking care of the kid, and you go, I'm taking Harper. And then a WWE wrestle match happens with all the people that want Harper, and I picture you taking them all out.
Obviously, I'd win that.
I think you would. Check in on your will situation. I'd love to hear about it.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Okay, if you missed the key word for Lollapalooza tickets, Ticket Butts Thursday, we gave out just about 10 minutes ago. Hang tight at 8:20. We'll give it to you again for your chance to get to all 4 days. 3 of them are sold out. Chili Peppers, Billie Eilish, 1975. It's going to be, I was going to say it's going to be rad, but you probably don't want me saying that word.
Oh, my God. What is with you today?
It's going to be rad. Lollapalooza always is. So we'll have that word for you again in just about 7 minutes. Stay right here for your chance to text in. Talking about that, all of a sudden I've been told I have to have a will. I have a wife, 2 years. I have a 8-month-old child. I've never had a will. And it's just weird deciding who's going to take care of the kid or who gets your stuff. Did you ever wait for anything that someone passed away, Kenzie? Did you ever have somebody that you said, I can't, you don't wish for them to die, but you can't wait to get something and hopefully you get it?
So here's the deal. Our favorite person in our family, everyone's got that, just the glue of the family. So when my great-grandma Reckon passed away, she was like the one, the cook. I can fix anything. I can do anything. Just your ultimate grandma. And she was a hoarder. She had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And an aggressive amount of stuff. She did not have a will because it was unexpected. So they didn't set everything up.
Yeah.
And what was so frustrating is my aunt, so I guess my great aunt, her daughter would be my great aunt, I think.
Her daughter.
Because it's my dad's aunt. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My great aunt.
Yeah. It's a great aunt.
So my great aunt and my grandma.
Yeah.
Okay? Her 2 daughters, she has 2 daughters, are such hoarders that they wouldn't let anybody have anything to remember her by.
So
Nothing.
her hoarder genetics carried on.
Oh yeah, and my great aunt literally bought a storage unit to shove all the crap in, and people were like, it's one of those plates or that necklace. She's just, nope. And it's literally in a storage unit, even though she lives in Oregon. The storage unit's in Wisconsin, locked up, has never seen any of this stuff, but doesn't want anyone else to have stuff. But I went into the house and I
stole something?
And steal it.
Well, you did.
No, I went and took one of the purses my grandma used a lot. And she found out about it and lost her mind on my dad. And one purse that I still use to this day, you wanted to be lost in your storage unit. People are so psycho and selfish. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You stole it.
That's what you gathered from this damn stories, and I wanted one thing. And by the way, it wasn't in a diamond encrusted purse. It's probably from TJ Maxx, but she just used it all the time.
Yeah, and you wanted it.
And I loved it. And I got nothing, and I just wanted one little item from her. And they got everything else. They wouldn't let us have anything.
It's a bunch of BS.
It is.
Maddie's checking in from Batavia. Maddie, ahoy.
Ahoy.
So tell me, I should go through with this will thing. And do you have one of these? How old are you?
I'm 26, almost 27, but I have a job, I have life insurance, and I do still have things that I want, just in case, something happens. You never know.
Right.
But most importantly, in my will, in my actual legal document, I have 3 friends designated as the nickname that I use, not in the will, but just with my friends, is shovel buddies, where they get to go through everything I have really quick and remove anything I don't want my family to know I own.
Oh.
So what do you think's in your room that they would take out? Like, list an item.
I don't know if I can say it on air.
Well, you can. It's okay unless it's
use a roundabout way to
euphemism or code word.
Well, my vibrator.
There you go. Well, that was it. All right.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, if you missed the code word for Ticket Butts Thursday, the big launch of it, the first one, you okay over there?
God, I've broken this microphone 4 times today.
Burger! Kenzie broke her mic again. That's our engineer, Burger, from Wisconsin. You'll know when he comes in. Kenzie, you can't be grabbing the microphone like that so much.
It just wiggles a lot.
All right, Ticket Butts Thursday, sponsored by Duncan and IDOT. Remember, drive sober or get pulled over. It's not a game. Text Chili. I try to make sure everybody gets involved on this. Chili, C-H-I-L-I. It has to be spelled like that. To 312-591-8300. Text it right now.
I just want to say something.
Yep.
And I get it. Some people think it's funny, so they'll text it wrong and then be like, just kidding, and then text it right.
Yeah.
If the word isn't standalone chili, it doesn't enter you. So some people are like, Billy, chili, Willie, LOL. Well, you're not entered.
Yeah.
So I just want to help you. I get the joke.
Yeah.
Totally it's funny. But trying to help you out, the word has to just be texted. You can't put other things in the text.
Yep.
Counts it as wrong.
Lollapalooza tickets, all 4 days. They can be yours. Billie Eilish to 1975, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and more from our friends at C3 Presents, who do an amazing job putting that on every year. And, of course, from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Text Chili to 312-591-8300 right now. C-H-I-L-I. Talking about wills, I've been told I have to make one now. I'm 2 years into my marriage, 8 months into a baby, and I'm just weird about it. I don't want to sit there and make these decisions. It just seems odd. I'd rather have somebody else just take care of it, even though it's my stuff and my money and my 2019 Nissan Rogue.
It's not that hard because you could just say everything goes...
To Megan?
You don't have to. You're not gonna walk through your house and be like, "This fork, like."
That's how I picture it.
No, you just say that all your things go to her. It's really not gonna take you very long. You're making that. You don't have to itemize everything. People itemize stuff when they're breaking it up. So if you were like, "I want to give this guitar to my brother," and then that's when it gets longer.
Yeah.
But if you're leaving everything to Megan, and then when she passes everything to Harper. That's not going to take you very long to write out.
Seems like I'm getting anxiety over it. Like you said, it's not a big deal, but these are the things my OCD kicks in, and I can't handle it. I just don't do it then. Ken's checking in from Plainfield. Ken, ahoy.
Ahoy.
So, do you have a will?
I do. I've had one since I was 19 because I'm in the military. They kind of force it on us when we go to war.
Wow.
Wow. Well, first off, thank you for your service, my man. Does the military say you have to make a will?
They don't. So they don't really force it, say like you need one, but when we're mobilizing to go off to war, we go to an event and they actually have military lawyers. They sit you down and they help you write your will and then they get certified so you don't pay anything. But
That's
if you
kinda
have
cool.
like 0 assets, you don't need it. But if you have money or other things that you definitely need it. And then there's a different form that we fill out as well that they force us to. And it's who gets control of your body when you die. So that's a big important thing. And who is notified that you died? Because you don't want the Army, because they're not really nice about it, going up to grandma and saying, hey, your grandson's dead, and then she has a heart attack and dies too.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my. I really wish they'd use the verbiage if, not when. Wouldn't be nuts about that on the sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Seems a little aggressive.
I mean, you made it back. It's nice and glorious that you did.
Yeah, you were an if. Look at this.
Yeah, you were the if.
Yep.
Where'd you serve, man?
So I'm still currently in the reserves, but I've served in South Korea, all over the country, and then done some stuff in some other places as well.
Sounds shady. Sounds like he's an assassin. He's being a little coy about where he was.
He sounds high up, and he had a lot of paperwork to fill out. So think about that.
Yeah, I just think in 19 I had like 2 pair of basketball shorts. I mean, make a will. But I didn't think about the body part, like that part of it, like what are you going to do with me? What did you say you wanted to do, like for your funeral?
Originally I wanted to like be buried in a plot, but as I've grown older, I kind of want to be cremated now. So cremate me, and then I'm originally from Seattle, so it's spread my ashes out in Puget Sound.
Wow.
Ooh, I love Seattle. I mountain climbed in Hurricane Ridge. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Very scenic. Yeah, it's a weird thing to talk about, but more people, we had a fact that I was shocked that I think 60 to 70% of the people want to be cremated now.
I can see that. I'm nervous about being. I wanted to be cremated, but my husband doesn't want to be, and now I can't let some hooker get buried next to him. Now I gotta get buried in a box. So annoying.
Oh, God. Well, thanks for checking in, man. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you, Ken.
Thank you.
I'm glad you didn't have to use the will, by the way. Didn't have to use it. It's all in place there, too. We'll move this over to Facebook, this conversation. I'm just more curious about how people have them and how they work. It's Brian and Kenzie.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
30 Seconds to Mars doing a Lollapalooza after show at the House of Blues. That's going to be epic. That happens August 2nd. They actually have August 2nd and August 1st. So August 2nd sold out. They just announced another one now, August 1st, for 30 Seconds to Mars at the House of Blues, Chicago. I love it so much. That venue is going to be insane for that show. Haven't seen them in a long time either. So can't wait for it. Stay here. We'll probably take care of you on that a little bit. Just like with the Lollapalooza tickets. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. This is some audio of the day. I haven't laughed harder at anything else all week. So it's a guy who's filming his neighbor yelling at him, okay? And the neighbor that's yelling at him is accusing the guy who's filming of harboring his cat. And at one point calls him a cat pervert.
Okay, so he thinks this guy stole his cat, basically?
That or the cat walked into the yard and he won't let the cat come back home. So I guess, yeah, kind of kidnapping the cat. Just listen to the conversation, because the one guy can't figure out why the neighbor is so mad, because he can't control the guy's cat. He just walked into his yard. He didn't steal the cat. The cat just walked over and likes his yard better,
Lacing
apparently.
his yard with catnip.
Yeah, basically. But here's the conversation.
You're keeping it in your
No,
yard,
I'm not.
and it's our cat.
You understand?
Our cat.
I'm not even in my yard right now. What am I doing? The gate's open.
He's calling the cops.
Unreasonable people, you're holding our cat.
How? I'm not even in there. I want you to explain how.
If you would go in your yard and say, Mercury, go home. Don't come in our yard anymore.
She
They
will
want
not
you
listen.
to...
She's a cat. She doesn't speak English.
Oh my God.
Really? This doesn't mean go home?
No.
Huh?
Hand signals don't mean anything. It's a cat.
The guy went like this, like pushing his hands. This doesn't mean go home, like swoosh him back to the yard.
Oh my God.
Really? Okay. All right. Well, we'll have the police department figure it out.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Great idea.
All right. Listen, no, so the cat doesn't eat and drink anything over there, right?
No.
Oh, no, never. Right? No, never.
No.
No.
He thinks the guy's lured his cat over with food, like you said, or catnip in the yard. And he's like, no, the cat just
What
walks over to
food
my...
and beverage is he worried about the cat getting, out of curiosity? I just want to know what drink he thinks the cat's consuming over there.
The cat just
that's
walked
dangerous.
over to that guy's yard, and he won't go back home. Maybe he likes him better.
Never.
Never. Yeah,
Yeah,
never.
you cat pervert.
I have
Cat
done.
pervert.
I've done nothing to
Cat
bring the
pervert.
cat. I've done nothing
Cat
to bring the.
pervert.
This dude's
Cat
lost.
pervert.
This dude, he's lost it. He's lost it. He's lost it.
So it kind of ends at that point, him yelling cat pervert. The guy goes in the house to call the cops. Then he comes back out and continues yelling at the neighbor.
No.
He comes back out.
He's lost it. He's lost it. Oh no. On my property.
We're calling the police because you're harboring our cat.
Harboring a cat.
Harboring our cat.
Is that a crime? What? It was something
You're a
else.
cat pervert.
I'm a cat pervert?
Yeah, cat
What
pervert.
crime is that? What crime is that?
You know what? There's a crime about you harboring my cat.
What crime is that?
Against the law.
What crime is that?
It's called harboring an animal.
I can understand being angry if my cat was in your yard. You're angry because your cat is in my yard.
It's a good point. That's actually a solid point. People just need to make the other call.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
So 15 minutes away, 9 a.m. is your next opportunity for Lollapalooza tickets. Ticket Blitz Thursday. We'll give you a keyword at 9 a.m. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. You get there all 4 days. 3 of them are sold out. Saturday's got a few tickets left, but you will be there for the party. And listen, times are tough, right, with that money? Boom. You're there for free. 9 a.m. Brian and Kenzie, Q101. Going back to last night with the ESPY Awards on ESPN, where White Sox player Liam Hendricks won the Jimmy V Perseverance Award. Of course, he was battling stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and gave some great words out there for someone. Everybody knows someone affected by cancer, without question. I got my mom, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, everybody with breast cancer, fighting it all through their lives. And it's a great message out there from Liam last night.
If I leave you with anything, and I cannot stress this enough, please reach out to anybody going through anything similar to this, whether it be cancer, whether it be anxiety, whether it be depression, whether it be any number of things. Trust me, you are not annoying. You will not be an annoyance to us. All that matters is that you give us that little bit of a text. That could be the singular moment of us picking up our spirits and being able to advance to the next stage, being able to advance that next day of treatment, being able to advance past anything that we're going through. That one text can be the difference. So like Jimmy V said, don't give up. Don't ever give up. And I won't.
Kenzie made a great point earlier about how you, just what he said. It's a great thing he said it that way. You're not an annoyance. Because you said you feel that way sometimes. You're bothering. They might not be having a good day.
Gosh.
And you bring it up. And it just, you think you're going to ruin it.
Anybody, like, they're fighting like an illness or a sickness, or if there's somebody they loved passed away, anything like that, I always want to reach out. But it's like, what if this was a moment of peace for them? And they've kind of forgot about it for a second.
Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, let me just like ruin your day. I always have a fear of that. Always.
And Liam Hendricks says, don't have that fear. Reach out, because it definitely helps. It helped him when everybody reached out that next moment of treatment that he had to do. So if there's someone you know that's going through something, reach out to him today.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.